the timing on this flood? He drops a post about dollar dominance, and the tape moves. You call it noise, I call it a live wire.
And every time he mentions his name, NUE jumps up 2.5% to 97th percentile. That is not a signal, Mara, that is the market's way of saying, please stop naming the ticker.
It's not just the name. He links to reports about collapsing crime and manufacturing at the fastest pace since 2022, and DJT jumps up 1%, 75th percentile. The narrative is driving the valuation.
DJT moved, sure, but VIXI jumped up 1.08% to 79th percentile. The volatility index didn't shrug, it spiked. If this were just bullish noise, fear would be down. Instead, the market is pricing in chaos.
That's because he's flooding the zone with endorsements and bridge dedications while linking to imminent Iran deals. He says exports are on pace for nearly $2.5 trillion, and the market is reacting to the sheer volume of claims.
He claims $200 billion in goods exports and a 99% endorsement win rate. The tape reacts to the absurdity of the claim, not its truth. NYT jumped up 1%, 86th percentile, because they're printing the columnists defending the fiction.
You're ignoring the substance. He's posting about steel production exceeding Japan's and UAW hiring surges. ROM rose up 0.66 cents of 54th percentile. That is a direct read on industrial policy impact.
ROM moved some amount of percent in a sea of hyperbole. He posts about destroying the Iranian nuclear program 1 minute and campus free speech the next. The market isn't tracking policy, it's tracking the headache.
It's not a headache, Jill. It's a re-rating of his political capital. He touts 95% lower apprehensions and historic victories, and the stock jumps. The signal is in the consistency of the rally.
The consistency is in the volatility, Mara. You're treating a ticker bump as a validation of his golden age. I'm treating it as the cost of doing business with a president who tweets like a maniac.
He's linking to reports of common sense crime drops and strategic tariff hiring. The market is buying the story because it's the only one that moves NU up 2.57% to 97th percentile of.
NUE moved because of a specific industrial report, not because he posted a picture of a bridge. You're conflating correlation with causation every time you see a green number.
I'm watching the narrative engine rev up. He posts about dollar dominance, and the tape responds. That is not random noise. That is a coordinated market event triggered by his daily output.
It's random noise with better branding, Mara, and when the novelty wears off, VIXI will keep jumping up 1% to 79th percentile while you're left holding the bag on a story that never existed.
That's the show. We're on Spotify and YouTube. If this earned it, like, subscribe, tell a friend. And housekeeping, the machine that writes this gets tuned constantly for cleaner news. The numbers are real, the jokes are not.